Hey there, I'm Gwen Gray, expert of the animal kingdom, and today we are here to help you find the perfect pet. How we're going to do this is I will use a random animal generator to give me pet suggestions, and then I will use my expertise to give you further information on what it will actually be like to live with and raise this animal as your own. So that will be some pros and cons, some things to look out for, and finally some suggested pet names in case you do end up deciding to adopt this animal. So let's get into it, you little tigers. Alright, let's start with animal number 1. Ostrich. Well, pros, if you're in the financial situation to get them a quality saddle, then it will look sick, and then it's just a great mode of transportation, a far more fuel economy than your average car or bicycle. But cons are that it's really hard to find turtlenecks that fit them, and they'll give you STDs. What noise does an ostrich even make? I'll take a couple guesses. Probably nailed it. Suggested names: Oswald, Lars, and Bruce. Sea lion. Well, they make great running companions, and they are fantastic at defending your home from intruders. Imagine for a moment you are a burglar, a real rapscallion. So you're sneaking around late at night and you're like, hey, this looks like an empty house. So you jimmy the doorknob, and you finally bust in, and alas! Ah! How dangerous and terrifying! I'm going to leave immediately! Suggested names: Barkley. And that's your only option. Except Chonkly. Chonkly the sea lion. Imagine that. Next animal: Algae. A classic option. Well, they're a rollicking good time. Really fun to have at parties. But you have to be careful, because if you let them off their leash, then they'll break all your shit. Suggested names: Ted, Bosley, and Rachel. Horse. That's a terrible pet. Very impractical. Okay, next animal. Ardvark. Why does it keep coming to Ardvark? Do you know what an aardvark is off the top of your head? Because I don't. And I don't remember if it's a bird or if it's like one of the really big rodents that live in South America. Aardvark? Maybe? Some dark fur? Okay, well now that I know what that is, an aardvark is a great pet. They'll keep your apartment clean from insects, which is important when you're trying to pick up chicks. But the downside is that they'll steal all your women. Yeah, I've been there. Names: Sir Charles, Sir James, and Naomi. Porpoise. What is that? Just a less cool dolphin? I feel like it'd be hard to raise one without constantly comparing it. Because this has a culture. Just dolphins are just so much more beloved, and just a smaller dolphin that can't beat up sharks. There's bound to be some tension in your relationship, but if you do take the leap and want to provide a porpoise with a loving home, I'd say some good names are Alexander, Seth, and Poopy. Poopy the porpoise. Really hope you got something from this video. Please let me know in the comments which pet you ended up deciding to adopt. If you need any more guidance about the actual raising your animal, please let me know those too. I'll come out with another video. Might actually come out with a book about it, especially focusing on how to deal with them when they're going through puberty. It can be hard, when you just all you want is a family game night, and there's your dumbass little your stubborn little son just like it can be a grind. So never be afraid to seek the advice of Gwen Gray, expert of the animal kingdom.